broadcast on Moonlight Play. Now we already finished every intro quest here in the starting place of this Taoist class. So we have to go to a new city.
It's not long. That tiny moment of anticipation.
Okay, sorry for what you just heard. I turn it off. Okay, now we need to go to the city. Its name is Hangzhou City, and it is a very famous city in ancient China because it's in a rich region. We'll see it soon. Now we need to find this person. He will take us to Hangzhou. So he's like a, carriage person there, here. Okay. Let's talk to him. Oh. Right. Speaking of the aristocratic origin of Taoism, other than Huangdi himself, there's another very famous Chinese emperor who is also a Taoist. His name is Zhou Wen Wang, so it means he's the Wen Wang of the Zhou dynasty. Okay, so why he was famous? Because he wrote I Ching itself. So I Ching is he wrote it. So it's actually written by an emperor. Well, it always said it to be written by an emperor. Okay, maybe that was only a legend, and maybe it was just attributed to him. Okay, we arrive at Hangzhou. So you can hear the change of the music and also these boats here, because Hangzhou is close to Qiantangjiang, and Qiantangjiang is it's a river, and here you can see we're in a dock area. We need to walk into the city. Let's go. It's beautiful music. And so you see, this area is, if we look at the entire map, and we are here, and this is Hangzhou is here, we are almost close to Shanghai. So, well, Shanghai didn't exist back then, okay? Hangzhou exists, but Shanghai wasn't a city yet. But you can imagine this area is a very important economic area of China. So we're this rich and warm city. Let's continue the quest. We have to walk into the city through this gate.
杭州城这么大，哎，那个人好眼
It
熟。
tells you that there are lots of different martial art practitioners inside the city that you can go and try to challenge him or her. Okay, I need to talk to him. Oh wow, United
见
is
欲
here
心，
again.
而非以心喻见。
He's telling you that Hangzhou has the beauty of Hangzhou. Suppress all, so if he can live and die here, it's a pleasure. Well, why would he want to die here? Well, we all know that he's a very pessimistic person by now, right? Okay. He tells you that there are 4 guilds that are currently in the city. 4 guilds, they are important to this game. Like, we shouldn't say 4 guilds, we should say 4 factions. Now we go to chapter 2, this means chapter 2. 4 factions in the city, and then we need to talk to them. And he also asks you to go to this place. This place means that this is like a trading place. So business was very prosperous and sophisticated in ancient China.
闲人免入。
There are lots of like business. How do you say? Should we say that guilds? Yeah, maybe we should call them guilds, but they are not exactly guilds because they call themselves like a business sort of like a business alliance. Oh, that's a better way to put it. Okay, they were business alliances, and then trade partners. In ancient China, is very sophisticated. Okay, we come to this very small lake here. So all of these are lotus. Lotus is a very famous kind of like a plant, kind of flower in this area, in this Hangzhou area, and lots of writers, they will write about like lotus in their poetry because they think, like these ancient Chinese poets, they think that lotus has the nature of growing out from like a dirt, but the flower itself still looks very clean and has a very good, like a very clean, pure personality. So if you read about lotus in poems, they usually point towards the pure, like clean personality. So in this lotus area, we need to go talk to a person here. Let's go. So that he will point us to the trade alliance inside the city. Oh wow. I think these represent the 8 fractions in the game. Let's talk to her.
江南果然温暖宜人。
You said there are lots of like martial art people in this city right now because this Kong Ling, and this is like the name of the painting, of that painting that we saw in chapter 1, is that the painting was now lost, and then these martial art people is now trying to find where it is. They try to retrieve it. Okay, so just like in Western fantasy stories, there will be lots of special items that have magic inside of it. In Chinese fantasies, there are many of these items as well. So, like I think that painting is one of them. So we need to find it. Okay, we have to go ask the leader of the trade alliance. So he's here. Oh wow, he's really, eating a lot. Let's talk to him.
贱买贵卖，货真价实，这才
He's
是
telling
经
you
商正
that
道。
people should govern money, not money govern people. These people are really philosophical. Even this, you know, this NPC that's like this fat.
感情会变，金子不会变。
Okay.
云起龙沙岸，木落雁门秋。黎盟主说的都是对的。这位朋友，万里沙黄元文有要事相商。云起龙沙岸，木落雁门秋。
Now they're trying to introduce you to the different fractions inside of the game. So there are 4 fractions in this game. They are all fictional fractions. They're not, you know, like real fraction in China. So don't worry about that too much. Let's go. I think the night is falling.
方月镜离居，
This is
幽
one of the
怀
fractions.
重
It's
启
called 万
余
里沙.
虽
It
言
means
春
that
事晚，
it
上
means
想
that
物
a
华出。
1,000 miles used. You know, you feel like the courage of a warrior. I mean, that's a better translation than the literal one, right? This is another fraction. This fraction is called Hangzhou, which means it's like a cold river city. Wow, like a very poetic cold river city. And then this fraction, let's see what it
那么多
is.
麻烦要解
It's
决
called 水龙
真是
吟.
麻烦。
It means that the water dragon is humming poetry. That is very like poetic as well. I like this
当
game.
年父
This
亲
is
小
called
李
Di
飞刀的那一战，
Huangzhou. Di
并没有
Huangzhou
败。
means that the land of kings. Okay, that's a little bit normal. So this fraction is very like kingy fraction. It's not clingy, I mean like kings and queens. Okay.
居庙堂之高，则忧其民；处江湖之远，则忧其君。
Okay, so what he just said was a very famous line of poetry that in ancient China is called. What he just said was that if you are somehow very lucky, or you know, like that you are high up in the place of emperors or some kind of like important government officials, you should worry about people. But if you are like someone who's not that in a higher place, you should worry about, you know, something else. That's what he just said. How beautiful this is. You see, whenever you jump high, you're able to see the entire city. I think that's very epic. Let's watch him. Oh, he's someone who's selling medicine.
无定悉心保管。
This person, I think this place is where the bank is. Okay, so this is a bank. I think this quest is teaching us, you know, all of the major systems in the city. Let's just try whether we can jump over the wall. Oh yeah! Oh wow! Almost. So you see, very high walls. important cities in China all have these very high walls. But as a part of that, the siege machines are also very sophisticated in ancient China as well, so, you know, that's how the war went about. Okay, this is someone who will deliver your letter if you talk to him. Okay. And they are asking you to go find someone who's very qi. What qi means? It's like a, well, if it's a literal translation, it would be strange, but here we should translate it as legendary. But this person doesn't seem so legendary to me. Let's talk to him.
小子，这可是我的地盘，谁许你在这儿卖剑的？你们想干嘛？别欺人太甚！
Okay, these gangsters think that only they can, you know,
把剑交出来，不然
do business here, and he cannot do business. And he's the one who's selling swords. That selling swords doesn't mean that he's a mercenary. Mercenary, he's actually, you know, like quite weak. So we have to fight with these people. Don't worry.
快来人，野子扎手！
Oh, well, you need to be careful. It's really difficult.
来多少杀多少。
Oh, wow, wow, oh, no. Okay. I need to focus. I need to be careful by what he's doing. Hit to the bottom so easily.
打的就是你们这帮无赖。
You can see, in this game it's very strange. What if everything is many people surrounding the fashion? I think we need to use some here. Okay, we need to restore. Almost finished him. Oh! It's almost done.
若让我再看到你们在此胡作非为，杀无赦！
英雄，原来少侠你就是我的有缘人啊！
Okay, well he just said that 有缘人, he says that, what he just said means that, wow, we are linked together by yuan. So yuan in ancient Chinese means, you know, in the Taoist, like, mythology, if two people meet, they will need 缘分. And 缘分 is just kind of their fate, like in this mythology system. Without the fate, you won't even meet another person. But then the fate, like if you imagine, it's just like in Greek mythology, how the fate is weaved out, like each one of them intertwine into each other. So that's fate, and here it's called 缘分. And 缘分 has that kind of like a notation of that as well, which, you know, the ones that got 缘分 will intertwine with each other, and the people who don't have 缘分 won't see each other. And then there's a saying in Chinese which is called 有缘无分. What this means that if you have 缘 but you don't have 分, so these two are a pair, and you can't just have one. And one means that you may know that person, but then when the fake breaks itself, like you and the other person will, you know, go separate ways. That's called 有缘无分. you guys have the yuan to meet, but you don't have the fun to stay together forever. Okay. So it's at night now, and it's Hangzhou city is very beautiful. I think I'm going to just walk around to give you guys a feeling of what Hangzhou looks like at night, and then we're gonna take a break. So let me go into the city. I like how quiet it is. I think all other NPCs that they are sleeping now. Like only we are here, and we easily get onto the roof. It's not something proud to say, but yes. Okay. So here we are able to see, wow, like the city is very large. Let's try to jump into it. Oh, there are still some people on the street. Okay, you can see the city is divided into different areas. I think each of them like serve for their own purpose. Maybe one day I would do like a detailed video about the detailed areas of the city. That part looks interesting. I think we've been there. That's a place with all the lotus. This area, yes, this is where the business people meet in this area. How you see there's a wall art. Let's go take a look at it. And here, these are fengzheng. That's flying. So you see on top of on the surface of these wall art, this is a dragon. Okay, and this is a furnace. So the dragon and the furnace, it's very Taoist as well. You see, this is yang, this is yin, and yin yang have to be in a balance. So you see, the Taoist culture is like the actual Chinese culture that's everywhere in this game. Look at this building. And look at how we've been able to walk on the roof. Like, let's take a look at what is that area. There's a building in this plaza place that here is at night. I think all the NPCs are sleeping. What is this building for? Guess we don't know. Let's jump up there and see. So, wow, this is called Chai Sun Ge. What does it mean is that, okay, you see this is a god that these people are worshipping. This is one of the Taoist gods. So his name is Cai Shen, means that he's the person who will bring fortune. So if you worship him, he may give you some money. So this is the money god that these people are worshiping in this building. This is really fascinating, I have to say, in terms of the amount of culture that they are putting like inside of it. Let's see, what is this place? Okay, this is a painting. This is a Chinese style painting. I think this place. Let's take a look around. Wow, you see all these silk clothes, and like the silk in Hangzhou is very famous. Even now, it's still very famous. So if you have to find the finest silk, you have to go to Hangzhou city, which is just this city that we are looking at. Okay, so there's this wall, but you know, there's nothing that we should be afraid about. We just like jump over the wall. Okay. Oh, this absolutely stunning. The amount of detail. What is this? Is this called Qianyue Dian? Huh. Oh, I guess this is a place that they sell armor. Okay. What is this place? Jizhenge? Huh. I think there will be some sort of treasures in this building. Let's see whether I'm right. Oh, not really. We can jump down. Where is this place? This place, Jiaozi Zhuang? Oh, I don't understand. Maybe it's another business place. It looks like it. You see, how many times I have mentioned business place after I got into the city? Because the ancient Chinese, and also I think even now, like the current modern Chinese, they are very into business. Business is at the heart of the culture. It's like if you ask me, what's the nature of the Chinese culture? It's a mercantile culture. So how many buildings that we just saw are about business, you know? Oh, this is a... See? This entire building is a boat. I think this in ancient Chinese is called Hua Lang. Okay, so this is like, you know, rich people boat. So if you are aristocrat, like at night, you will go into one of these. And then you like they will sell this like along the river or in a very huge lake, and then inside of it, you know, you have all of these beautiful women that's being with you, but then you know, they are very poetic. So with these beautiful women around you, and also they, wow, beautiful. There's an umbrella here. This is a beautiful detail. Okay, they will be, you know, guess what they will be doing? They will be, I guess you guessed wrong. Okay, they will be singing and writing poetry. You can't believe that, right? Okay. Yeah, that's how poetic they are. This is the actual doings of the riches. Okay, where is this place? Let's take a look. I guess this is the house. Oh wow. This is the same area again. Let's jump up to see. I want to show you guys another area that I've been to in the city, but let's try. This city is huge. It reminds me of the first time I walked into Storm Wing like years ago. Also the time that I walked into Divinity's Reach in Guild 2. Huge and endless city space to walk around. Okay, but in this game, this is not even a major city. It's one of the major cities, but it's not the biggest. We are only seeing tip of iceberg here. Let's see, what is this place? Ah, I think we've been here. Yes, we've been here. This is a house for the 4 licks. For fractions, sorry. What is this place? This is called 聚灵堂. Oh, there's a huge giant inside. So giant means wall. I think this is the war room. Wow, look at this place. Stunning. This place. Let's take a look. It's called, wow, 气吞山河. It's a very famous Chinese saying. It means that you are someone whose eyesight is big and your heart is big as well, and then your ambition is big. Your ambition specifically is so big that your chi will be able to swallow the mountain and the river. Wow, that is very graphic. Okay. Oh, this totally reminds me of storm wind and how I swim in the storm wind. You know, it's your not a good memory, but anyways. Yeah, is this a place I want to show you guys? We've been here as well. I think this is another like rich people boat. Maybe inside of these buildings. Yes, maybe this is the place I want to show you. Okay? Yes. So, this is called 博雅馆. Okay? So you see that she's here, and this Boya is a very famous Chinese composer and musician. So it means that this entire building is, you know, place for you to sit down and have a drink, and then has some music. And she, I believe that is her, like you know, some sort of art person here. Okay, the things that she's holding is called pipa. This is the instrument that she's playing. It's some sort of a Chinese version of guitar, but I assure you it doesn't sound like guitar.